Hello everyone and welcome to Our Generation. I am your host, Madison Fisher, and while Sarnia is actually the perfect place for this because we actually have a lot of young people, but the world doesn't seem to know that. You know what's more popular than a McDonald's in Sarnia? A retirement home. While I was living in Toronto for my BA and MA, a lot of people would make comments about how Sarnia is stuck in the 1950s. You know that era. You know, women are housewives, the nuclear families were in the spotlight, and Russia was public enemy number one. If you fast forward to 2022, well, Russia's still public enemy number one. Good job, Russia. But times are changing. Women are doing a lot more now, the nuclear families are from Chemical Valley, and Mike Bradley is still mayor. Sarnia has grown a lot. Why, just yesterday, the bookkeeper was hosting a children's story time, and guess who was hosting the story time? A drag queen, a beautiful artist in an innocent setting, and yet people decided to protest this. Honestly, if people were that concerned about their children being indoctrinated by someone who dresses up as another person, maybe ski masks weren't the best choice. But you know what? I see the merit in ski masks. You know, masks can cover up bad hair days, you can rob a bank, and they protect you from COVID-19, so I get it. Really, really, I do. I guess I should have joined these protesters. I could have had my own signs like, how do I look like you? Can I see that walk? Hunty, they're just jealous of you. Maybe some of the men protesting were actually just protesting their baldness in fear of maybe the news headlines saying, bald men protesting drag queen because of fantastic hairstyles. I can only imagine the words being shared during these protests for the freedom protectors. You know, I wish I could look that good. Dang, I want those heels. And honey, they look better in that dress than you do. I'd actually be pretty upset if someone said that to me. I'm sure these are the same people that protest Disney for using magic in films like Moana and Frozen. You see the common denominator there? It's about empowering women, children, and creativity. But here on this show, we're going to be telling new stories, all identities will be welcome, and we'll be sharing all perspectives. So, take off your ski mask, put down your sign, put up your feet, because we're about to have some fun here. We got a great show for you tonight. We've got John Filia and Zachary Roos coming on to talk about some finance stuff, some board games, some family fun, and we're going to play What's in the Box with some special guests. So stay tuned, and welcome to Our Generation. And welcome back, everybody, and welcome to our segment, What's in the Box? We have some really fun special guests today. 3 youth are joining us. Exnoria, Eliana, and Keenan are here. They're from Gregory Hogan and St. Pat's. Why don't you say hello to everybody?
Hello. Hi.
Are you excited to play What's in the Box?
Yes.
Okay, before we get into it, I have a really, really fun question. I want to know, what's your favorite animal? Yeah, you want to go, Eliana?
I like unicorns.
Unicorns. Ooh, that's a good one.
My favorite animal is a wolf.
A wolf. Ooh, okay.
I like coyotes.
Coyotes. Okay, so some similarities there. Why is that your favorite animal?
It's my favorite animal because they stay as a pack and stick together.
Ooh, that's a really good answer. Yeah, yeah.
My favorite animal is a unicorn because like they're magical.
Oh, that's very true. They are very magical.
I like coyotes because I like how they strategize together and they smartly hunt or hunt smartly.
Oh, that's true. They do hunt very smart. They know which prey they can go after. They know which ones they can't go after, right?
Yeah.
The reason why I'm asking this is because we had a question before if there's going to be any live animals. And there's not, but there may be an animal in the box. And that's why I wanted to ask to see if maybe the box has your favorite animal. Are we ready to find out?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Our lovely assistant and producer, Sam, is going to bring on the box and let us have it. Never mind, it's Mitch. Wow, thank you. Okay, so we have our very first item in the box. Keenan, would you like to go first?
Yeah, do I just stick my hand in here?
Yeah, stick your hand in and feel around.
There's 2 sides.
There's 2 sides if you want to use both sides.
Go up. Go up.
There you go. All right, what are you thinking?
Like, kind of feels like a toy dinosaur.
Toy dinosaur. Okay, okay.
I don't know.
All right, Eliana, you want to try?
Okay.
You can do it.
Oh,
Don't turn it. You can stand up. It's okay. There you go. What do you think it is?
Yeah, I feel like something hard
Mm-hmm.
and like spiky.
Spiky. Ooh, what do you think it could be?
I think it's a dinosaur too.
Oh, okay. So that's 2 for toy dinosaur. How about you? Let's see what you got.
You can look where the hole. You can look where like the flap. And
Yeah,
stick
it's
it-
okay, Exnoria. Just take your time. No rush at all. All right, what are we thinking? What are we feeling?
Toy dinosaur.
Yeah, okay. So, Keenan, would you like to pull the item out of the box, and on the drum roll, we're gonna reveal what it is, okay?
Okay.
Ready? And reveal! It's a toy dinosaur! Each of you get a point. That's amazing. I feel like y'all have done this before. Okay, so we are gonna remove the item, remove the box, and have a new item now. So, do you know anything about dinosaurs?
Yeah.
Yeah, how about you, Eliana?
They were alive really long ago.
Yeah.
And they were really big.
They were really big. Some of them were super tiny, though. Yeah, and some of them are still kind of like relative to some of the animals today, especially fish.
Crocodile.
And crocodiles, yeah, that's true. I think the next item is ready. So are we ready to bring it on?
Yes.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
let's see.
Oh, I saw that.
I can see it.
Mitch is gonna bring it in. Okay, Keenan, it's your turn. Let's go.
It's like fluffy.
Fluffy, okay.
I'm gonna say.
Oh, it squeaks. I did not expect that.
I think it's some sort of like dog toy.
Dog toy. Okay, Eliana, you go ahead.
Ellie, be careful you don't turn
Not
the box.
don't.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's like I think it's like I don't know. I think it's like a dog.
You think it's a dog toy too? Okay, that's 2 for dog toy. Oh, there's the squeak again.
Yeah. Stop squeaking it.
What are you thinking, Exnoria?
Dog toy.
A dog toy. Okay, so Eliana, do you want to pull out the item this time? We're gonna have a nice drum roll. And it's a dog toy!
For Pepper.
A cute little fox. That's amazing. Who is it like, Eliana?
It's like, and my dog has the same chew toy as that.
Oh, that's nice. What's your dog's name?
Pepper.
Pepper. Oh, what kind of dog is it?
Beagle.
A beagle. Ooh, I've never had a beagle before.
That's-
I've heard they're pretty cute
That's
though.
so cute.
Okay, I think our next item is up and ready. I think this is the last item of the game. Exnoria, you're gonna go first, okay?
Okay.
Okay. What do you think is in the box? What could it
Feels
be?
like some sort of ball.
Some sort of ball, okay.
It just feels like a horn. So maybe like I'm thinking of a unicorn, like a unicorn stuffy.
Ooh, okay.
KJ, I think
Eliana, it's your turn.
That's right. I had long enough.
So 1 vote for unicorn stuffy.
Oh.
There you go.
I think it's like a ball. It's like hard. So if it's like a ball, that's like a unicorn. Because I
Okay.
feel ears on it and a horn.
Okay, so a ball that's a unicorn. Okay, let's see, Keenan, what do you got?
What's the other thing? It's here. Yeah, it's like a circle with like a horn on top. I don't know.
You
yeah.
3 share a brain.
It must be like some sort of like unicorn or like walrus.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like a yuck.
Or like I forgot what they're called.
Oh, a narwhal, yeah.
Narwhal.
Okay, so what do you think, a unicorn or a narwhal?
I don't know, I'm gonna go narwhal.
Narwhal? Okay, you're going unicorn, narwhal. Okay, Exnoria, it's your turn to pull out the item. Ready? What could it be? It's a stuffed unicorn! Yeah, your favorite, Eliana.
It is.
That is amazing. So we have a 2-way tie between Eliana and Exnoria. So So thank you so much for playing. So sorry, Keenan, that you didn't win, but the narwhal is a great choice. I do love me a narwhal.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming on the show. We are so happy to have you. And why don't we say goodbye to all the folks at home watching?
Bye.
Welcome back, everybody. I am here with Zachary Ruse, and we're about to be talking about some family activities, board games, and all that fun jazz. And so, how are you, Zach?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me, Maddie. I'm excited.
Yeah, of course. We go back way, way back.
A long time.
Yes,
Feels
a
like
long
forever.
time. Yes, it really has. And you're older than me, so I
Yeah.
have to always remember that.
It is weird to think about that because, like,
Yeah.
I was a youth in your program, but I was older than you when we
No,
met.
it's just how life happens.
It is.
So, why don't you tell me about your passion for board games?
Yeah, so growing up as a kid, board games were something we always did as a family every weekend, every holiday. Grandparents would come, we'd sit down, we'd play board games, and it was a great way to bond. And then as I got older, I started playing board games with friends, and they're like, oh my God, this is crazy fun. And we died and we had fun as we played them. So why not continue that tradition? So
Yeah, that's an amazing tradition to
right?
have. I always love playing board games over anything.
Yes.
I'm sometimes okay with the virtual games, but I feel like having it in front of you, all that stuff. Like, do you find there's a
Yes.
difference between virtual and like in person?
For sure, there's a big difference. I mean, one of the biggest things is being able to see everybody's genuine reactions
Yeah.
in the moment.
Yeah.
The slamming the table like, what are you doing?
Yes, I know that one. I'm a little bit of a cheater during board games.
No,
I know,
Maddie.
I am the worst. You know, I'm Dutch, so in Dutch culture, whoever can cheat the most and get away
Yeah.
with it wins.
Yeah.
So I definitely still have that mentality.
My Dutch grandfather had the saying of, if I'm going down, you're all going down with
Yes,
me.
exactly. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
And so if I wanted to start like a board game night with family or friends, how would I go about that? How would I start it?
Well, the first you're going to need some board games, so it's going to kind of depend on your level of familiarity with playing board games. I always like to recommend if you're starting with Payday.
Payday.
Get a nice little. So Payday is a fun little family game where you move through a calendar month, making money and getting deals, kind of wheeling and dealing and selling, and then getting paid at the end of the month. There's a lot of different event cards. It's really simple. I'd say straight from like your kids, 10 up. It's a great family game to kind of start and submerge yourself in it.
That's nice. I always like a payday, so I would
Right?
like that one. Money.
Great financial literacy being taught here.
Oh yes, 100%. And do you think that board games have any life lessons to take away? Any kind of like morals to be taught? Like, what can we take away from board games?
Absolutely. There's a lot of lessons that can be taught through board games. For example, the Resistance here is a very fun game about insight and intrigue, a kind of your charisma, your persuasion. Are you able to deceive? Are you able to kind of see through lies and discern what is truth and what isn't? That is another really fun game that I recommend if you're trying to work on your person skills. Like if you're trying to be like, oh, I want to get a little bit of intrigue going. How can I do that?
Oh, that's amazing. I'll have to try that with my family because I would love to see the results of that.
Right.
So you, again, have passion for this, and that's led you to your position now. Would you like to talk about like how D&D at Rebound? I know we're rebranding it, but would you like to talk about how that began and what
Yeah.
inspired you? Was it the board games?
So Dungeons and Dragons, the program that I pitched for Sarnia Lambton Rebound, was born out of my own personal game. I started to notice some of my friends were learning life skills, kind of coping through some of the stuff they were going through in life. My one friend, he couldn't even place orders at restaurants. We'd have to do that. And then one day, we were talking about our D&D characters, and it transferred into him ordering with the waitress without him even really realizing till after.
Oh my
And I was like, oh
gosh.
my gosh. So I was like, this is a great tool to teach life skills, to teach coping mechanisms, to teach, different financial literacy, simple math and addition. And so I pitched it to Rebound, and when the pandemic hit, we were able to launch an online version of the program, and it's been a lot of fun. We've served 25 youth in
Oh
the
my
2
goodness.
years.
That is incredible that you've been able to take this passion and take this like fun activity with your family into a career.
Right.
Like I've never heard of anyone doing that. Like that's amazing.
It is awesome to be able to say to people, I get paid to play D&D. Of course there's more to it than that.
Yes,
but...
of course. Yes, of course. So like with this whole journey of like this kind of carrying through your whole life, if you could go back to the age of 14, what advice would you give your 14-year-old self?
Oh, confidence. I think confidence is key. Trusting in myself a little bit more, trusting in the people around me. I think that was one of the key lessons. Confidence in, I like these things, and it's okay to like these things, and it's okay if other people don't like these things, or it's even awesome if they do like these things.
I love that. Oh my gosh. Well, that's all the time we have today, Zach, but thank you so much for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, we'll be right back after these short announcements. Welcome back, everybody, and I have the greatest pleasure to sit down today with John Filia from Cooperators Insurance. Yeah, he is here today to chat about some life stories, give us some advice, and we're just gonna have a good time. So welcome to the show, John.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Maddie. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thanks,
no
everyone.
problem. So were you born and raised in Sarnia?
I was, yeah. I had the privilege of being raised here and growing up and hanging out with all my friends and all that in Sarnia. So,
Oh, that's amazing. So what about the finance world kind of intrigues you?
I mean, it depends on when you ask me that question, right? Like, I think as a kid, I really liked making money, whether it
Yes.
was selling bike parts or whatever, just whatever. And then growing up, now I really take pride in trying to make sure that everyone's taken care of in their financial future. And yeah.
Oh, that's nice. So what's it like being a young professional?
It can be intimidating at times, for sure. You definitely get some older crowds that look at you as a young professional, exactly that. So you may not seem as professional to them, but that just comes with time and knowledge. And but it's good. I wouldn't have it any other way, because then that allows me to speak with some of my fellow young professionals and also guide them towards that financial success.
I think that's such a great point. I'm also a young professional, and I just like really feel like sometimes when I walk into certain rooms, I'm not taken seriously.
For sure.
And then I'll start talking, and then the room will go, oh, she knows what she's talking about.
Yes.
Do you find that as well?
Yeah, 100%. I think that's where the knowledge comes in, right? If whenever you get someone that does look down on you, it's okay if you know a whole bunch and they immediately shut down and go, oh, geez, I should probably back off here, because she clearly knows what she's talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
I'm going to take notes.
Yeah.
I love when that happens.
Yeah, it does feel
but
good.
what's been your journey so far as a young professional? Like, how did you start with the finance industry? Like, what happened?
So like went to high school here in Sarnia at St. Pat's, and really liked it and everything, and I wasn't the most I wasn't best at school at that point. Didn't really care, and then ended up thinking that the only option was to go into going into college and starting from there. I actually switched career paths a couple times before that, and then ended up going to Lambton for a semester of business. Again, school wasn't for me, so I ended up going to Best Buy, doing sales there. Figured that I really found that I liked sales at that point. Got lucky and got a job at 19 at Lambton Ford, which is now Finch Ford.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I was there for 3 years and did very well. My last 2 years, I was a top guy there, so that was really good. And that's when I figured, you know what, I think it's time to switch over to the finance world.
Yeah.
I've had a good mentor there, my dad, who's been with the company for 35 years.
Oh, nice.
So it's always been in the back of my mind.
Yeah.
But totally different approach. He's more insurance oriented, whereas I'm just strictly financial planning, because that's where I really found my love towards it. And I've had to go through all the designations and this and that. So the education came because I was interested in it. So it's treated me good so far.
So what I'm hearing is that you're very charismatic.
Sure, I guess you could say
do
that.
well, eh?
Yeah, I guess, yeah, sure.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always think it's really interesting in high school, the narrative of you have to choose a career and stay on
Yeah.
that career path.
Yeah.
I also changed career paths quite a few times.
Yeah.
And it led me to do my master's, and then it became like, oh, I actually love marketing. I
Yeah.
want to go into that now.
Yeah.
And so I think that like having the courage to change career paths is actually the most important skill you can take away from high school,
Yeah,
if that makes any sense.
Yeah, for
Because
sure.
I was a good student,
Yeah.
but I never did any homework.
Yeah, no, that was
like
me too.
none of that. I was
Yeah.
just like, no, I like my life.
Yeah.
So it sounds like you were very similar.
Definitely, 100%.
So what hobby during your like young, life kind of carried you through to young professional life that like really was kind of a benefit to your career now?
I was very active in hockey and soccer, so I was very outgoing and had a
Yeah.
lot of friends, and I liked that relationship, right? So a lot of my hockey friends and soccer friends that I met when I was 6 years old or whatever, we're still friends to this day.
Aw, that's
or
nice.
yeah, or they're my clients or something like that,
Yeah.
right? So I think with that and that relationship piece has just always followed through. Yeah, that's probably the biggest thing. to
Oh,
be
that's
honest.
amazing though. That's good to hear that like those activities brought you
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot of benefits later on in life. I
Yeah.
feel the same way because I was
Yeah.
a Rebound kid
Yeah.
and now I work for Rebound, which is amazing.
Yeah, no, it's awesome.
But if you, as a 14-year-old, so if you think about that person, if you could go back
Yeah.
and give them advice, what would you say to young John?
Ooh, probably just breathe. Everything's gonna come at you fast, and you need to make sure that you go through it all at a normal pace. Don't try to speed everything up. Don't wish that you were 25.
Yeah.
Just,
I did that.
just enjoy everything. Enjoy
Yeah.
every minute and breathe.
That's amazing. I think that's like wonderful advice because a lot of people don't know how to breathe.
Yes, for sure.
You
yeah,
know, and
yeah.
that definitely like regulates your nervous system.
Yes.
But as a young professional, what's the best advice you've received, like now, looking at your life?
It's a kind of a cliche quote, I guess, but it's my dad's always told me this: if you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. So
Oh.
mindset is everything, and if you put your mind towards something, then success is probably going to follow. If you think negatively, then that's probably what's going to follow, right?
Yeah, 100%. I think mindset's the most important thing, except the only time I ever argue it is when my mom gets like super sick and she's like,
Yes.
I'm not sick. And
Yeah.
she doesn't
Yes.
rest.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, okay, but like y'all
You
need
have
to
to
take some
rationalize it
time.
for-
Yeah,
yeah.
let's keep it rational
Yeah.
and logical. But
Yeah.
I really love that piece of advice just because I think there's so much pressure now
For
to
sure.
like do certain things, especially from like parents that can pressure you.
Yeah.
So that's amazing that your dad was like, this is you, your life.
Yeah.
Take control of it and
Yeah.
go with it. That's awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
Do
No,
you
it's
think
certainly
that
will.
in your career now as a young professional that that's something that's always in the back of your head?
It is. It's very easy to get stuck in a rut. You know, like something's not going your way for 2 months, or you spent so much time with the client, and then all of a sudden they ghost you.
Yeah.
And it's very easy to get sucked down, 100%. And I think it's just you got to keep pushing, keep talking to more people. That's at the end of the day, that's what's going to make you successful and to get you out of that rut. So yeah, it goes back to that mindset thing. So if I'm gonna be like, woe is me, this client just bailed on me and I suck, well then you're not gonna go anywhere. So
Yeah.
you need
honestly.
to go on to the next one and just keep pushing and have that mindset of good things are gonna happen. It's around the corner. Just keep doing what you're doing and you'll be okay.
I don't think I could have said that better myself. That's
Yeah.
amazing. Well, thank you so much, John. I
Yeah,
really appreciated you
thank
coming
you.
on the show and giving your insight and advice and your life story. Like, thank
Yeah.
you so much. And
Thanks for
yeah,
having
we can say goodbye to everyone at home.
Yeah.
Bye. Thank you so much for tuning into Our Generation. Stay tuned for next week, and we'll see you then. But people don't really seem to know about that. What am I saying again? Well, I was protest this. Created by someone who does. I'm gonna take that again.